What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow Taurians? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with a reading on what's coming in finances, career, money, all that fun, fancy jazz. So if you guys hear some noise outside, there are doing some work next door, so don't pay any attention to that. And the dogs might start barking, and I apologize right off the bat for that. However, I do want to let you guys know there's going to be an extended on this, so that link will be down in the description box down below. So make sure if you guys do want to go on over there that you check that out. Also, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel in any one way, shape, or form, that is all going to be linked in the description box down below. And if you guys are interested in a personal, that will be in the description box as well. I want to thank you to my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. It is truly an honor being here. My prayer, as always, is that any video that you watch from me will find your heart in a way that reminds you to use your intuition and your discernment, and to take back your power to live your best journey. So without further ado, I shuffled these before we had your energy come out on the bottom. Beautiful. I love those synchronicities. Source, what messages do we have for Taurus in regards to career and finances? How can we help them out in regards to career and finances? What do they need to know at this time, Source? Okay. What messages do you have for them in regards to career and finances, Source? What do you have? What messages do you have for Taurus? How can we help them out? What's going on in career? Okay, wow. We have the Eight of Swords coming out in the reverse. So definitely something you've been worried about. Thank you, Source. Okay, let's come up like that. And there's so here's the deal, Taurus. There's no need to worry because you guys have a new opportunity coming towards you. I don't think you guys even are aware of this opportunity. This feels like it's coming in so fast. It feels like you guys are, yeah. It feels like you guys are trying to overcome controlling what's going on outside of you, manipulating it. It's like, really, you guys are more coming into this energy of just sinking in, letting it come to you. Yeah, look at this. Yep. I love this. You guys are transforming because you're realizing that there's nothing that you can do to transform the outside realm. It's like you really just can only focus on working on yourself, and you're coming up into this Nine of Coins energy, which is talking about being secure and confident and able to move forward the way that you want to. It's like no longer are you questioning the process. I feel like for some time you guys were questioning the process when it came to your finances, when it came to your money, and always in this state of worry. Like, it's like it was leaving you with less than. And I feel like that's exactly what you're transforming here. It's like realizing that you've always had everything that you've needed for this entire journey. And now you're like looking at the karmic patterns of that. And it's like, how can I balance those karmic patterns? How can I bring that to a close so that I can come up into a state of inner harmony and peace within myself? It's like, rather than blaming what's going on outside of you, you're looking in the mirror now. It's like, well, what do I truly want to do, and how do I want to approach it? And it's like, I feel like you've made a goal. You've created a plan for yourself. And so now it's like Source just asking you to follow that plan. Like, don't be afraid to execute the plan. There was a purpose for you guys having a plan laid out in the beginning in the first place. And so you guys are really truly finding that courage within to do that. Even though it's scary, I feel like you guys are really kind of afraid of taking this next step. And it's nothing bad. It's just because you know it's different than anything that you've experienced before. Right? And that's where Source is saying that's where you're going to find your stability at, is when you really trust the process and you allow yourself to take that leap, and you allow yourself to come into a place of just knowing that Source has got your back this whole time. You're being guided by your guides. You guys have taken every step that you've needed to so that you could open up this opportunity for you. But it never was promised that it was going to be easy, because worrying about money was a pattern that you guys have had for a long time, for a huge portion of your life. And so it's just kind of like, how can I manipulate my finances? How can I manipulate the money that I'm going to get? It's like you guys would keep getting into this energy of like, what can I do to make sure that I ensure myself stability, rather than just saying, okay, I have a plan. Here's plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Okay, let me execute plan A, and then let me move on to plan B. Let me move on to plan C. Let me move on to plan D. And then it's like you guys had it written out, but it was like, even though you had it written out, it was still this energy of let me try and manipulate how I'm going to get my finances. And so what's going on for you guys is that you're going to have success. So here's the deal. You guys are going to have success. As long as you keep moving towards healing yourselves, as long as you guys keep looking towards what are the blocks when it comes to money. And I feel like this is giving me this energy of you just not ever being able to fully accept yourself. It was like being afraid of being vulnerable and out there and open towards the world, because what is the world going to think of me? And it's like Source is saying you have a higher calling than what you even know about. And so that's not even for you to worry about what others are going to think about, because you were sent on a mission. You were sent here to do something beautiful. And part of that is healing. And it's in healing that you guys are actually going to heal a huge portion of the world, the collective, right? And in doing so, you guys are also bringing in, this is financial success, right? It's like success in all aspects, but not just financial success. It's like being able to be independent and finally stand on your own 2 feet, not have to worry about relying on others. You guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. We do have Scorpio energy real present here. You guys don't have to be. Okay, but that is the energy that I am really picking up the most on. I know we have some other signs here. We've got Aries, we've got Gemini, and we've got Virgo coming out. But I keep feeling like you guys could really be dealing with a Scorpio. And so if not, you guys might have Scorpio aspect in your chart somewhere. And it is causing this transformative energy to come through so that you guys can change what it is that you've been doing and relying on. I feel like you guys have relied on someone else or something else for a while. And so you've kind of come into this energy of being afraid that you're always going to need them or need that situation. And that's one of the transformative energies coming in, is that you're going to realize that it's up to you to walk on. So it's like you guys have to keep walking. You guys have to keep moving. And in walking and moving forward, you guys are bringing in a new beginning, a new opportunity. And it's like, I think you're going to realize all along that this opportunity has been there. It's just that you've been trying to control the outcome of it. And that's what freaked you out the most, is because you couldn't manipulate this one thing. I think maybe you've manipulated a lot of things in your life and you've gotten what you wanted. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like, in that manipulation, it wasn't things that lasted, right? So it was like you would get it, but then it would fall apart. And this is like Source saying that now I'm not letting you manipulate this, because when I give you this, I want this to be yours. Like, this is going to be yours for the lifetime, not just for a second, not just for a moment. And it's like Source is saying too, it's like, you had to give up so much. Like, there's this energy of sacrifice coming in. It's like you guys had to sacrifice not only your belief systems, but I feel like a lot of material loss went through this cycle for career and finances for you. And it's like you had to lose it all so that you guys could build the character needed for Source to anoint you in a different way. Yeah, you had to find strength. You had to find strength in the stillness when things didn't go your way. Right? You guys had to find the strength. You had to find that courage to move on. You guys had to literally bring yourselves into a space of honoring what it was that you wanted. It's like, forget about the money. What do I want? And it's like, whatever it is that you found you like. But it's like, before you were just trying to manipulate it the whole time. Like, you were trying to like, oh, well, if I do this, then this will work out. If I do this, then this will work out. And Source is saying, like, why don't you just take the first step instead of trying to skip from point A to point Z? Like, let's walk through the alphabet together here. And I think that's been hard for you. Because, again, it's like, I keep getting that energy like you manipulated other things in the past, but not in a bad way. It's not, maybe it was to be selfish at some points, but it's not like you were doing it with bad intentions. Like, you were just doing it so that you could secure yourself. And Source is telling you, like, you don't realize how protected you are. Like, there's a reason, because your light is meant to guide others into peace and hope. Yeah, and stability, because you're a leader. Because you're a leader, right? You had to heal these wounds. You had to heal these wounds. and they were always weighing on you. It was like in the face of healing them, you really brought yourself into a state of balance within, and that's what's brought you into this knowing, this inner knowing. And it's like now you can finally listen to your intuition and your inspirations and your creativity. It's like, okay, now, like, you know, it's not doing something wrong. You're doing exactly what you're meant to, even if it is a slow process. Like, I feel like with that 9 of coins, it's like just reminding you that it's okay if it's a slower process than what you imagine. It's not meant to play out exactly how we wanted it to play out in this now moment. So we do have expressed love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. We have number 19, which is 10. Yeah, so I think you're learning how to really come into this space of honoring yourself and expressing your love to yourself. So let's get these out. So we have demonstrate love, number 48, which is 12, all about changing your perspective. It says, find out what's important to those you love and act on it. And I feel like that's exactly what you're realizing now. It's like instead of manipulating the situation, it's like you're coming into a space of truly honoring that, okay, I understand now what's important. It's like taking those steps, and I have to demonstrate that, because that's going to show whoever it is that you're presenting to, whoever it is that you're standing in front of, whoever this affects, you're going to show them that you care about them. And that's what's special for you. It's like listening to those small inspirations and not being afraid to follow them, but also at the same time not being afraid to follow the plan that you have set up, because that's what's putting you in this authentic state. Again, we have 8 coming out. This is a karmic cycle of you wearing this mask, trying to manipulate the things around you so that you succeed. And Source is saying now it's time for you to come into a space of authenticity so that you guys can manifest what it is that you want in your life. And that's where the true strength lies at. Yeah, because you're on the verge of emerging. You're letting go of these old beliefs. You're letting go of that old energy. It's like allowing yourself to change. Maybe it hasn't been the easiest ride for you. Maybe it hasn't been the easiest time for you. But overall, what's happening is that you guys are coming into a space of understanding your own inner truth. And that's strength in itself, right? Let's get a ghetto message here. Okay, so I feel like they want this one right here. Source coming in. Thank you for choosing to overcome your struggles. Like, what a beautiful message. It's like Source just saying, like, you took the challenge on and you rose above it. We have time to make space for yourself coming out on the bottom here. I feel like this is so important for you guys. Something about connecting not only with your heart chakra, but with Source. There's definitely power here. I feel like that's helping you demonstrate love too. Not being afraid to be compassionate towards others and, you know, letting things happen naturally. Okay. I apologize. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Oh, okay. So we have let go of expectations of who it could be or what. I feel like this is what or who it could be. So I feel like, you know, maybe you've been expecting that it has to be exactly this certain way. And Source is like, just keep showing up and you're going to see things start to develop regardless. All I want is to love you for forever. I feel like this is Source just coming and reminding you that you are a being of light and love, and that's it. Like, Source is going to always love you for forever. Yeah, complete the cycle. Yeah, you guys are ending a cycle. You're ending a karmic pattern. This is something that has happened for a long time in your life. Not only your life, but in your ancestors' life. And that's why Source is bringing these messages to you saying that I love you. You've done an amazing job. Like, don't give up. And we have, you need to embrace courage. Yeah, so you guys are in a space of like truly coming up into your own. And it's like not being afraid to embrace that inner strength that you need to say no when it means no and yes when it means yes. Okay. And it's okay too to come into a place of understanding that yes, you can change your mind. Like that whole thing of people thinking that you can't change your mind, that's old news. Like that's really old news. Okay. So don't be in that energy of thinking that you can't change your mind, because yes, you can change your mind. And yes, it's okay to change your mind. That's not, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing that's bad with that. So I am going to go in deeper to this. I want to learn more about what it is that you guys are letting go of, but I want to know what's coming next. Most of all, like I really want to know what's coming next for you guys. And so I'm going to go in deeper to that. We'll see a little bit more about what's transforming for you on the forefront. And if you guys are interested, that link will be down below. But if this is where we should part ways, I just want to thank you for joining me. It is a true honor being here. Again, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel in any one way, shape, or form, that will always be linked in the description box down below. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow Taurians, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.